welcome your Fraternity President, Kimberlee Sullivan.
Good evening, Phi Delta. I was hoping tonight that you and I could have a conversation, just you and me, you and your fraternity president. It is an exciting but challenging time to be a woman. Through movements like Me Too and Time's Up, we've been encouraged and empowered to take a stand against sexual harassment and assault, things women have quietly endured for years. We've watched women from Hollywood to Capitol Hill summon the courage to speak up and speak out, sharing their very personal and painful experiences to put an end to the silent suffering. I don't know about you, but I think it's been pretty incredibly powerful to watch, and it's about time. It's also been a challenging time to be a sorority woman. As Greek life continues to make headlines, campuses across the country have taken bold steps to address campus culture. For those of you who don't know, our sisters at Florida State and LSU have been navigating the suspensions of their entire Greek system. Imagine being told that you don't have chapter tomorrow, you don't have sisterhood events, you don't have socials, you have no events, and you're not sure when that's going to come back. These suspensions follow the deaths of two young fraternity men, Maxwell Groover at LSU and Andrew Coffey at Florida State. Both of these men were victims of hazing. As your fraternity president, it is my duty to challenge these kinds of decisions that infringe on Tri Delta's rights as a private membership organization, rights guaranteed under the First Amendment of the Constitution. However, as a human being, a woman, a mother, your sister, I can't help but think we need a pause or a refocus on what experiences we're offering our members. Meanwhile, at Harvard, a very status of a single-sex organization like fraternities and sororities is being challenged. And while Tri Delta does not have a chapter at Harvard, we are watching our brave Panhellenic sisters stand up for the sorority experience that means so much to them. Maybe you've seen it and you've watched it on Twitter with the hashtag #HearMeHarvard or #HearHerHarvard. Issues around inclusion have also been at the forefront of discussion among fraternities and sororities. In our organization, I've seen firsthand how committed you are to diversity and inclusion, and it makes me very proud as we open our doors and, more importantly, our hearts. Our founder, Sarah Ida Shaw, had a vision for a society that would be kind alike to all, a sisterhood that would value a woman's inner character over her personal appearance or circumstance. This is her actual handwriting to us. She's been speaking to us since 1888. She used those exact words, kind alike to all. But what does that really mean? To Tri Delta, kindness has deep roots in our ritual. It is one of 9 virtues that we are asked to aspire to, and it is a common thread that weaves us our ideals together. Truth, self-sacrifice, and friendship are rooted in kindness. As Tri Deltas, our purpose calls us to live, learn, and lead, which requires us to be brave, bold, and kind. These phrases have come to us to define us and let the world know who we are and what we do. As I look at the current climate in the world, as well as our college campuses, the persistence of hazing, the prevalence of sexual assault and harassment, the need for greater inclusion, and growing anti-Greek sentiment, it is clear that one foundational idea could change everything. And that Sarah Ida Shaw knew it all along, even back in 1888. And it's kindness. Kindness is more powerful than hazing and sexual assault. It is the very essence of inclusion, and it will defeat anti-Greek sentiment. For kindness to prevail, it will take all of us, brave and bold women who have learned how to live and lead with purpose. Kindness has been woven into the fabric of Tri Delta since our founding. It is part of who we are and how we show up in the world. Kindness guides us how we live and how we lead. So tonight, I'm excited to be here with all of you to renew Tri Delta's commitment to kindness. Over the next year, we as Tri Deltas will focus on this virtue together. We will be a catalyst for change on our campuses, in our communities, and in our world. This year, together as Tri Delta women, we will live kind and lead kind. We will take some bold new steps together, and we will also celebrate the good work that's already been done. And there's a lot to celebrate. Tri Delta's commitment to kindness will be reflected in our policies, our programs, our overarching philosophy around the growth and development of our members, and in our philanthropy. If you'll indulge me for a few more minutes, I'd like to share some specifics that you can take back to your chapters. In our policies, kindness is clear. Tri Delta has a zero tolerance policy against hazing. Hazing may be the least kind thing you can do to another human being, let alone a sister. At best, it is demeaning and disrespectful. At worst, it is dangerous and deadly. Hazing is not part of our sisterhood. Individual members involved in any form of hazing are held accountable for their actions, up to and including their termination of their membership. In some cases, entire chapters are held accountable. Unfortunately, this was just recently the case for our former Beta Psi chapter at Union College. As much as it saddens us to close a chapter, we have to be willing to take bold steps to ensure the safety and well-being of our members and preserve a culture of kindness. It is crucial to the growth and long-term viability of our sisterhood. We also have to open our hearts to women from all backgrounds. Our tagline, "Bring You," means just that, bring you. At Tri Delta, we believe there is strength in our differences and that we are stronger together than we'd ever be alone. Did you know that Tri Delta was the first Greek women's organization to have a non-discrimination policy? Did you know that? It's one of the things that makes me most proud to be a Tri Delta. Tri Delta has always recognized the need to create policies that promote diversity and inclusion. It's the reason we formed an inclusion task force and charged them to study the complex issues surrounding sex and gender, specifically as it relates to transgender inclusion. Over the past year, this task force worked with experts, legal counsel, PR professionals, and trans inclusion experts to identify the best way for us to support our chapters. The task force has recommended, and your executive board has approved, a powerful one-word change to our non-discrimination policy. Our current policy states, Tri Delta does not discriminate on any basis other than sex in the selection of members. And further, collegiate chapters will not discriminate on the basis of ethnic heritage, national origin, personal appearance, personal beliefs, race, religion, sexual orientation, mental or physical ability. Our revised policy replaces the word sex with gender. Our new policy reads, Tri Delta does not discriminate on any basis other than gender in the selection of our members. As the first Greek women's organization to have a non-discrimination policy, we believe it is important to maintain its relevance and effectiveness over time. This change recognizes society changes while preserving our status as a women's organization. And most importantly, it ensures that collegiate membership selection remains the decision and the distinct privilege of you, our collegiate chapter members, all of you. We believe the policy change carefully studied over the past year offers clarity and kindness in the midst of evolving social change. It clarifies that any individual who lives and identifies as a woman, regardless of her sex assigned at birth, may be considered for membership into Tri Delta. Over the next few months, Tri Delta's Executive Office staff will develop resources to help you and your members understand the full impact of this change and prepare for recruitment. As we affirm our commitment to kindness, Tri Delta hopes that this change will continue conversations and learning about our membership and who we are as a sisterhood who is kind alike to all. Our programming also carries a commitment to kindness. We all know the value of Not Anymore program around sexual assault awareness. We have invested in programs and organizations that are developing great programs that have a foundation in kindness. We're a founding sponsor of hazingprevention.org, and we're excited to be a founding sponsor of Dignity U, a program aimed at promoting human dignity on college campuses that will launch later this year. I think it is important that we are not just focused on kindness to others. And I want you all to hear me. I want you to be kind to yourselves. Being kind to yourself is just as important. Our body image campaign effectively promotes the concept of self-reverence and self-love, straight out of our ritual. This program has been implemented 132 times and has impacted more than 4,000 women. That's pretty amazing. I was so excited to learn about the efforts of our Theta Epsilon chapter at Southwestern at yesterday's Innovation Showcase. They have created a terrific program around body image that artfully combines being kind to yourself and kind to others. Change your clothes, not your body. That's pretty brilliant. It's such an amazing concept of being kind to yourself by getting rid of clothes that don't make you feel great and then donating those clothes to someone who needs them. That is pure kindness. I'm so proud of you. Last fall, our talented member experience team worked with higher ed professionals to revisit Tri Delta's commitment to growth and development. This thoughtful work has resulted in a new philosophy statement that focuses on our ideals of truth, self-sacrifice, and friendship. The truth domain recognizes the importance of building confidence, developing a sense of self-learning to lead with authenticity and integrity. It focuses on the member's ability to engage in thoughtful reflection and develop resilience. The self-sacrifice domain recognizes the importance of service to others, human dignity, and social responsibility. It focuses on a member's ability to truly be kind alike to all. The friendship domain recognizes the importance of interpersonal growth, meaningful relationships, and lifelong friendships. It focuses on members' ability to interact and grow with others. In keeping with our purpose, this is what our members can expect from the Tri Delta experience. Tri Delta is built around a central theme of growth. Last and certainly not least, you cannot talk about Tri Delta and kindness without thinking of our amazing philanthropy work and with all of our collegiate members and alumni across the country. During 2016-2017, the Tri Delta Foundation provided $1.4 million in scholarships and grants. This represents nearly $400,000 in scholarships to 151 deserving members. The foundation also made a life-changing trilogy grant to young Toronto alumni, Martha Parker, whom you heard from last night. She was pretty amazing. Through support of the foundation, we are truly living out the call to assist our members in every possible way. As you all know, Tri Delta is committed to changing the way the world treats and defeats childhood cancer. Whether it's cookies and castles in Texas, Sleigh Bell in Los Angeles, Sincerely Yours letters, writing campaigns, or stacks and stacks of pancakes at D-Hop, groups of women walking to end childhood cancer or running the St. Jude Marathon, one thing is clear: Tri-Delta is 100,000 million% committed to curing childhood cancer. And you all know that we've made just a small commitment to St. Jude. Just $60 million small. We have 10 years to make that commitment, and I am very proud of you all. In 3.5 years, we are halfway there. Congratulations to all of you. Of course, we're going to do this faster than we always think that we say we're going to do. That's what Tri-Delta does. We excel. They put goals and we go past them. I'm very, very proud. Before I leave you tonight, I want to give you some words of wisdom. In this world, there will be people who are always going to tell you who to be, who not to be. What to wear, what not to wear. Who to like, who not to like. What to say and what not to say. There is only one person in this world that you need to listen to. And Sarah Ardishaw told us who that is. You have to have perfect confidence in yourself. Thank you. When the world shows you roadblocks and tells you no, I hope you choose to be bold. And when the world shows you fear and uncertainty, I hope you choose to be brave. And when the world shows you hate and cruelty, I hope you choose to be kind. I love you all, and I want you all now to see what you think about kindness.
Acting, living, and loving unselfishly.
Being supportive.
Kindness is going out of your way to help someone.
Treating everyone equally.
Meeting somebody with an open heart and not judging a book by its cover.
When my friends are there for me after I've had a bad day.
Friends and sisters showing support to me no matter what we're going through or what is happening in our lives.
Putting aside your needs sometimes and thinking of others first.
Caring for others and yourself.
Most importantly, being inclusive of all people no matter who they are. So, show people you care by being kind.